He is here. Let's not waste any time. Let's say hello to King Ryan, kind enough to join us from San Antonio. There he is. What's up, Ryan? How are you, my man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to talk to you. How are we feeling? Monday before, the big return. Everyone's asking you a million questions. 15 months. The comeback. All that. What's the mindset like? What's the vibes like?
I think I don't know. I don't really have no vibes right now. I'm just ready to go in there and do what I always do. I'm just used to fighting so much. I boxed my whole life, so I'm just ready to do what I always do.
Are you an anxious athlete? Like, do you get nervous before the fight, or are you one of those who doesn't?
As I got in, more experience in the pro ranks, I got less nervous, and I'm more excited and anxious to just get in there, not really scared of what's going to happen or whatnot.
I noticed your jacket. It says Fierce King. Is that you?
Yes.
Are you the Fierce King?
I mean, that's the brand that that I'm creating. Obviously you see the line in the back.
I like that.
I'm just ferocious when I go in there. I go in there and I do my thing, and I don't play around really when I fight. So I'm a fierce king.
We haven't seen you in a while actually fighting, right? Like your last fight was in January of 2022. I noticed something on your social media. Do we have some new art on the chest?
Yes, I do have a little bit of bit more ink.
Man,
I have,
What does all this represent? Tell us, what's the symbolism behind it?
Honestly, it's just kind of things that I felt inside, and I brought it out on myself. Obviously I love lions, and I'm ferocious, and I hold my ground a lot, and that's me. And all the other stuff, obviously I believe in God, and that's what I like to put on my body. And from there, I just kept on getting tats, and I kind of got addicted for a little bit. Kind of wish I didn't get all my tats, but can't really take them back.
What, you regret them already?
No, not that I regret them. I just wish I didn't get so many.
Oh, how many did you get?
I got about 12 now.
Damn, all in the past year?
Yeah.
Wow. So prior to that, you didn't have a single one?
No. The first one I got was right before I fought Luke Campbell.
Okay. And do you think that this kind of is maybe an indication of your maturation? Like, what would a hardcore Ryan Garcia fan make of all of this? How should they internalize that? All of a sudden now you got all these tattoos and these messages that you're putting on your body.
I mean, I wouldn't materialize anything of it. I think if you look too deep in it, then you're just doing too much. It's just what I felt like at the moment. I wanted to put, tats on my body, and now I don't.
Okay, you're done.
I don't really think too much of it. I just kind of keep on going with my life.
When you took your break, was there any chance that you weren't going to come back?
No chance.
There was never a point where you were like, man, I just want a break from this, like for a considerable amount of time, and maybe I won't come back if I don't feel that love again.
No, because it wasn't about boxing at all. It had nothing to do with boxing. I love boxing. It's all I've done my whole life, and it was everything outside of fighting that was probably the sole reason of why I was probably feeling the way I felt. And now that I've matured and I've realized a lot of things, I feel so much better. Really, it's about being great in all terms of your life, not only in the ring and how you train, but great in how you handle yourself outside.
How much have you changed since last year in terms of the people around you, to put you in a better spot, to feel happier about everything around you?
How much have I changed?
Yeah.
Well, it's really the things that you surround yourself with and the environment. You kind of, if you want to be great inside the ring, you have to be great outside the ring. So I removed a lot of stuff in my life that, maybe wasn't affecting my boxing career, but it was affecting me mentally and spiritually. So I definitely got rid of a few things.
These days, you'll hear more and more athletes talk about mental health, but it's typically a little bit older athletes, not someone as young as you. Was that difficult for you to be so outspoken about something that was so personal?
It wasn't. It's not really difficult for me because of my personality. I'm very open and I'm very, transparent with a lot of things. But I think it was hard to hear the backlash that I received. and all the negative things that were said about me and the character I am as a fighter. So that was a little hard, but other than that, it's good because of all the things that came out of it and all the people that have came up to me and said I've helped them through their own troubles by speaking up. So there's a lot of benefits to what happened, and I'm happy with the decision I made to publicly come out and say that I was struggling.
For you, I feel like social media might be a gift and a curse because it made you very popular and people love to see your stuff, but also it can become, intoxicating, right? It could become too much with the comments and everything. Did you feel like you needed to take a break from that as well?
At times, you definitely have to stay away from it if it's really affecting you. There's some days that it doesn't affect me at all, and I could read anything and laugh at it. Like right now, when I get closer to a fight, I laugh at everything because I know how skillful I am and how sharp I am. But then there's some days that, it starts getting to you. You start feeling, oh man, why are they saying all these things? And there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing you could say can change these people's minds. So you kind of, it's a day-to-day thing. So like some days I feel great and nothing could affect me. And some days I have to stay away from it because it gets irritating.
We had Canelo on the show a few weeks ago. I asked him about you and he totally brushed me off. Didn't want to talk about you. Can you describe what happened between you guys? Because it seemed like you were such close buds. It felt like you were kind of the protege. He was taking you along and you're smiling, you're taking pictures. He's in the locker room. What the heck happened?
It was just time to move on. There was that nothing was left to do in that camp. So it's, time to move forward. And I'm now going to do my own thing and do great things myself. So it was just a relationship that came to an end, and that's it.
Do you regret that it came to an end? Do you wish it didn't come to an end?
No, everything in life plays out how it's going to play out, and I feel great. Now, if I didn't feel great, I would say that, but I feel amazing.
Mm-hmm. And how would you describe the state of your relationship now? Is it non-existent or no communication whatsoever?
No, I haven't really talked to him at all.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to him?
Probably, I don't know, probably after his Plant fight.
Okay.
Maybe. Sometime.
When they announced his fight, he was sort of, I guess, questioning your heart, your desire, right? Your work ethic. Did that bother you?
No, I know that I'm insane. I'm a maniac from how I work and how I've always worked throughout my whole career. So none of that affected me. It was just kind of shocking because he knows what I was going through. So there was the reasoning why I wasn't at the gym, and that's why I decided to take a break from everything and make sure I get myself right. Had nothing to do with my work ethic, and you're going to see that April 9th on how hard I actually work. I mean, you see my body, you don't, or you see how I fight. You don't get like that by not working hard. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, it's kind of a cliche, best shape of my life and all that stuff. You do seem to be in insane shape. Do you feel like this is the best shape you've been in?
Yeah, within myself, I do. I feel so in shape. I feel super sharp. My timing is just crazy. And I mean, when I'm in the ring, everything flows, and I'm becoming more mature how I fight. Just the understanding of the game comes even easier now. So I feel like this is the best I've ever been, and I think every fight it should always probably feel that way. And this is no different. My Campbell fight, I felt like it was the best I've ever felt, and now I'm here, and this is the best I feel like I've ever felt, and looked in sparring, and everything's so sharp. So I feel like every fight I'm gonna have that reaction.
Considering he knew what was going on in your life and then said what he said, did you feel somewhat betrayed?
I was more confused and shocked because I know he's not oblivious, and he understands a lot of things. So I didn't quite understand why he would say that, but I don't really care anymore.
Why did you choose Goossen as your new head trainer? Why him?
Goossen is me and him worked together before when I was 17, and when I remembered that, I was like, you know what? We had a great relationship, and he has an old soul to himself, and he's like an old school trainer, and I like that feel into the gym. I like old music. I like to watch Sugar Ray Robinson. So everything just felt good about that decision. And once we started working together again, it just felt like we're exactly where I needed to be. And we worked together so good. Our communication in the ring and outside the ring is amazing. Our chemistry, and you're going to see that all come together. I feel like this is going to be a long relationship, and there's going to be a lot of great moments.
Was that overwhelming to decide, like, okay, there's a ton of great coaches, right? A ton of great people that you could go to, a ton of great
Right.
gyms. How do I pick the right one, the next guy to take me to that next level?
It's all within you. If you know how to feel it, you know how to. I don't know. There's a thing inside you. It's an intuition that I just have very good intuition when it comes to that, and there's just a good feel here. There's going to be amazing, great things happen. I promise you that.
I heard that he's reached a point in his life where, if you want to work with him, you got to go to him. But for you, he made an exception. He went to you. Is that accurate? A, and B, what did that mean to you for him to kind of break his own personal rule and make the trek? I think he lives 2.5, 3 hours away from you to go to your turf to be with you because he wanted to work with you.
It means a lot to me, and uh, for me, that just gives me more initiative in my own mind and more motivation to give it everything I got. No matter how talented I am, no matter how skillful I feel I am, to always give it that extra push because I have people that really believe in me like that. Especially somebody like Joe, who's had a lot of champions in his time. For him to make that switch and that you know and to sacrifice being away from his wife and kids, away from LA, to me that just gives me even more fire, more fuel to keep going and keep pushing, and should just go crazy.
Your last fight was incredible. It feels like it was 10 years ago. It was amazing.
I know, right?
You had some adversity, and sometimes you'll hear from a fighter who says like, "Hey, adversity makes me better. I let it fly. I was rocked. I now know what it feels like." What did you learn from that? From Campbell, really, I think bringing the fight to you like maybe no one at that point in your pro career had brought to you just yet. What did you learn from that?
Well, I learned two things. One, I learned that how I would react if I ever got dropped, because I've never got dropped in a real fight in my life. And I imagined that's how it would be. I would come at the person like, all right, now we're really fighting. And then second, that I didn't even need to start off that fast off of Campbell. I could have probably just broken him down at a slower pace, even from the get-go. Because if you watch the fight, I started off super quick, put him on the back foot right away. But that was the two things: patience, because I'm a natural born boxer puncher. I didn't need to press the fight so quickly on the get go. And then second, how I would react, and that's how I imagine. So I feel good that I know that if somebody brings that out of me, just start running because I'm going to come at you.
I saw a bunch of media scrums with Tagoe, and he's not very complimentary. This is an easy
Yeah.
fight. I'm not worried, all that stuff. Do you believe him when he says this?
I don't know what to believe. I mean, I've watched them fight, and normally I would want to talk shit back, but I don't need to. Whatever's gonna happen to him, I already know. No words is gonna change the fact of how I handle him in that ring April 9th. So I'm gonna let him get everything off his chest, let him have his moment, let him enjoy himself. But in the ring, just know that he could be called the Game Boy, but it's about to be game over because I'm not here to play games. I'm running right through him. And the more he laughs, the more I'm gonna be punching. I promise that.
Has he pissed you off with any of his comments?
I'm competitive. So once you get under my skin a little bit, it gets worse. So don't be surprised in that ring if I really punish him.
Do you think that he's actually looking past you, like he doesn't really think this is a tough test, or do you think he's saying that to convince himself?
I don't know, but it's just made it worse for him. I feel like, and Oh man, now you making me want to get in the ring right now.
I'm sorry. I know.
I see all the, you're lucky you're not near me right now. I probably would have gave you a little shot to the shoulders
Damn,
where I'm really at.
All right. I don't want that. I want nothing to do with that. I got love. I got love.
Oh, I know you got love, and you better love me a lot more after this fight. I promise you. I might give you a shout out in the post-fight conference.
For real? Wow.
Yeah. You always show me love. I got to show you a little love after a victory.
I appreciate that, man. That would mean a lot. I appreciate that. Just a couple questions, and I'll let you go. 135 is fascinating right now. There's a ton of big fights. Haney's going to fight Kambosos. Tank is going to fight in May. Do you think a win over Tagoe gets you, one of these big names next?
I don't know. And at this point, I mean, I'd rather not even say anything because I've tried to say things in the past and obviously nothing works out. So I'm not going to say anything, not going to, claim to want to fight anybody because I know internally who I want to fight, all the people that I want to fight. So I'm going to let it play out how it plays out. And you'll see me that day, Ariel, whoever I fight, whether it be, a big name, whether it be anybody. Ariel, I want you to be there because I want you to see me blow somebody out of the water.
I would love to be there. That would be an honor. Yeah. But do you have a name?
Why don't you want to come to any of my fights? Why aren't you there in person?
That's a good question. I don't like that. No one invited me. No one said they want. This is the first time. This is the first time I hear. I wasn't sure how you felt. You didn't follow me back. I was like, wow.
Hey, man, relax. Relax. Hey, you're pushing it. I said you can come to the fight. I didn't talk about no follow back.
Okay, my bad.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
But do you have a name?
Say what?
Do you have a name? Who would be next? Do you have a name?
Nah.
No,
I don't.
No. All right. Is Francis going to be there? Your boy Francis?
Yeah, I thought you said boyfriend Francis. No.
Whoa, no, your boy Francis.
Okay. I hope so. I mean, he's part of Gymshark. I want everyone there. So
this is big. Alamo Dome. How many people are they expecting?
I don't know, like 10,000 plus.
Damn. And Oscar will be there. You guys still cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
You'll always be cool with Oscar.
Always.
All right. And DAZN treating you well? Because, I'll put in some calls. If these guys ain't treating you well, I'll go in there and I'll, put out those bows,
Guns, bang.
So you feeling the love, man, because this is big. This is big. 14 months, 12, what is it? 13, 14 months since your last fight?
Yeah.
January?
Yeah.
This is big. So I want you to feel the love. I want you to feel comfortable. Go out there. I saw Tagoe saying those things about you. I took it personally.
You did, right?
Yes.
He's talking about he's the Ghana Pepper,
What?
Trying to scare me right now.
Yeah. So what's the official prediction?
Oh, man. Something nasty is going to happen. Just don't take your eyes off the screen because you're not going to be there, but don't take your eyes off the screen.
I'll be watching. Yeah. Last thing for you, because we haven't talked in a minute. Where do you fall on the Jake Paul thing? Into him, not into him, fan, not fan?
I love Jake. Jake's my guy.
All right.
So, I got nothing bad to say. I hope that he keeps doing good and making all the right decisions. I mean, obviously he's beating everybody that he's fighting. So you got to give him credit. He only has 4 fights or 5 fights. I don't know exactly how many fights he has now, but you got to think about it. Most boxers are fighting guys that don't know how to fight at all anyways. Mm-hmm. So you can't really claim that he's doing something wrong if you're really looking at it in a truthful aspect and being honest.
I agree. Anytime you fight, it's must-see TV, my friend. There's a massive UFC pay-per-view on Saturday. I'm going 2 screens. All right, I'm watching you as well.
I'll try to get mine done early for you to watch your MMA in peace.
I appreciate that, Ryan. Good luck to you, my man. Great to see you smiling, feeling good. I wish you nothing but the best. Thanks for doing this.
Oh. All right, man.
All right, there he is. King Ryan, my guy, Ryan Garcia. What a big fight it is for him on Saturday. Big return for him. He hasn't fought in quite some time.